Hey folks, Wrath coming at you with another one. Forgive the lack of updates recently. Work's been mega busy, but I've got some extra free time. So focus of today's video will be two-part. One, all of the heroes for the upcoming collaboration event have been released. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then the second part of the video is going to be a quick tutorial on the Forbidden Mist for the current Endless Battle event, specifically focusing on folks that do not have a single copy of Artemis. So we'll talk about what the build is there. Anyway, jumping into the first part of the video, all 5 triple S heroes have been released, and effectively we're getting everything except a summoner and a support hero. So we're getting an energy hero, an assassin, a tank, a hunter, and a vanguard. I know some folks were hoping that a couple of the heroes would not be triple S, just given the limited amount of resources that people have, but that's not the case. So all 5 heroes being released are triple S. Cool. So let's jump into the second part of the video, specifically focusing on, like I said earlier, what people can do without a copy of this chick, Artemis. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put in effectively Dominique, who's been the MVP of previous Forbidden Mist events up until now, where he would shine. Just giving you guys a quick look at my commander here, so nothing too special. What I will say is when you're gearing these champions, get Bugmaster gear on every single one. And then all heroes beyond that are built with the ideal or the most ideal sets for them for the gear that I have in crit builds. So what we're looking at is crit rate gloves, attack boots, attack helmet for the max deeps there. All of the heroes except Taylor, which I just showed, are X30. Now some have really good gear, like Dominique, for example, is in a fully tempered Marauder set. Rebecca, on the other hand, is in a fully tempered Unleashed set, and they're the 2 characters that are best geared. The other ones, so specifically looking at Arcadia and Rhizarius, they're in the best gear that I have available as leftover for either Unleashed or Gluttony. You can do this run on auto, but I would say there's really 2 things to note. If you do run it on auto, your damage is going to be significantly less. And that's because on auto, Dominique will be using his ultimate into the shield, and then you won't get the timing appropriate to get the max deeps from his explosion. So what I'm doing here is in what I did on the last month's Endless Battle event. So I'm using Taylor, Arcadia, and Rhizarius when appropriate to help bring down the shield. Rebecca, for all intents and purposes, is going as soon as she has the ult available. And then Dominique, I'm trying to time that the moment the shield goes down, I get his ultimate off. And so the logic there is he'll have the biggest damage from the explosion perspective, and then all the other heroes are going to feed into helping the explosion be bigger. The other thing to note here is we're using Taylor because of his ability to lower the enemy crit, or rather the susceptibility to crit damage. And then we're using Vision Stone, which is what I've had the best luck with. So a run like this with the heroes and the gear that I have will approximately get you guys to 59, 60 million. My best run with a single copy of Artemis is around 67. So we're looking approximately at like a 10 to 11% decrease if you don't have a copy of her. And I'll just chime in on why that is. And it's because Artemis is the current hero that has the biggest bonus point attribution for using her in the lineup, regardless of how well evolved she is or otherwise. And so when you start scaling on the upper echelons of damage on these Endless Battle events, it's the bonus point heroes that will help you min-max and get to the top damage of what's possible. So hopefully that helps you guys out a bit, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.